And I think that the lies only go so far.
I don't hear a lot of hope there.
Well, the hope, sadly, the hope is that, it's like a drug addict. We're going to have to hit rock bottom.
I felt like we already did. I feel like every time we hit rock bottom, it's like, oh, there's more bottom. Oh, wow,
Yeah,
there's
like
another floor. Holy yeah, like, and then they're like, oh, there's an escalator down. Oh, and now we're on an elevator down.
But there's got to be a bottom eventually, right?
I guess. I feel like we keep hitting it.
So Jimmy Kimmel and Molly McNearney, his wife and show producer, sure do have an interesting marriage. A lot of things have come to light since this podcast they did on We Can Do Hard Things. I was just chuckling to myself. We Can Do Hard Things is a podcast with Amy Wambach and a Glennon Doyle. But they're not doing hard things. They're doing women. So I just thought that was a funny joke. Apparently you don't do hard things. You do, this is a PG-13 show.
Yummy.
Some very interesting developments have happened in the past 48 hours where Jimmy Kimmel canceled one of his shows unexpectedly. People are guessing, is he getting canceled? Did maybe something come out on this last podcast interview they did that debuted 4 days ago? Did she kind of realize that she exposed herself? Did she have some family issues? To add on top of all the TDS and all the treatments required for that, you also have Jimmy Kimmel, who's sliding into the DMs of Glennon Doyle.
Yeah, but now we have to get worked up about things that are
real things, but also they don't have to be there. Like every time I go to a fundraiser, and we do a lot of fundraising and donating to candidates and causes, I go, of course I'm going to give this, but I'd rather be giving it to Children's Hospital right now, like, why? And I'm giving money so I can make sure this woman who should definitely be elected gets elected. Like, what are we?
Yeah, we get it. You're rich. You have a lot of money. You're throwing a lot of money around. Don't you think it'd be a better use of money to give it to solving cancer that you care so much about? Why are you giving it to Kamala Harris 2024 landslide election loss? This isn't very good money management.
This woman who should definitely be elected gets elected. Like, what are we? Of course, this woman should win. Why are we voting for this clown? And I get resentful of the amount of energy we all have to push forward so we don't keep falling back. Or I'm like, can we just keep going this way? And we just keep getting yanked back. And I get really resentful of people in my life that I feel like put us there. And that's where I need to work on my anger.
Molly, I hope you don't
see that. She says, work on my anger. She laughs her pain away. I'm not a psychologist, but I think I'm pretty good at reading signals. And I'm telling you, she's got massive issues. This isn't a normal thing to do. I totally messed up. I ruined all the relationships with my family. She also laughed about sitting on a Bible, thinking that was hilarious.
My life that I feel like put us there. And that's where I need to work on my anger.
Molly, I hope you don't work on it too much, because I just feel like as much as
Amy Wambach does not look very happy. She's like, you better watch what you say, because I think Glennon Doyle has a thing for Molly McNearney. I just feel the energy. I feel like Glennon is a little flirty with a lot of people. I think she'd be fun at a party. I think I could rizz her up if I wanted to. Amy Wambach is deeply insecure, and I get it. You know, you got to protect your chick.
Amy's steadiness is comforting and helpful. Your Molly Mad Molly is
Mad
equally comforting.
Look at Amy Wambach. She is not very amused by this. She's like, really? You like it? You really like that, huh? Why don't you like me?
Okay, good.
And
well,
helpful.
I'm here for you. Anytime you need mad.
Look at the look she's giving, guys. I feel like I need to get an interview with Abby Wambach as soon as possible to save their marriage. Because Glennon Doyle was flirting with Molly McNearney. I don't know. The other girl's her sister. She's not interested in Jimmy Kimmel, and you're going to find out pretty soon why.
Molly, you just
got
give me a
Mad
call.
Molly and Jimmy the sarcastic ass.
Exactly.
Abby Wambach not laughing. That's showing her teeth. She's smiling, going, oh, gosh. I need to keep you people away from my wife. She's wanting to hang out a lot, I can tell. Keep an eye on Abby Wambach, Molly McNearney, Jimmy Kimmel, and the Glennon Doyle chick. Try to keep an eye on all four of them. It's very
I
awkward.
don't know why we were talking about this. Why did you, when you guys were neighbors, and when you moved here, you DM'd us?
Right.
Right. Everyone is uncomfortable. Abby Wambach is uncomfortable. Molly McNearney is uncomfortable. The hot sister over on the far right is pretty uncomfortable. Glennon and Jimmy are very tense. And at this point, you can see that Molly is like, oh no, here we go. Now I got to face something uncomfortable. Watch how she responds.
First of all, hold on 1 sec. Let's just go back.
And Abby's like, wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? We were getting right to it. She interrupts it. I don't know why, but she interrupts it. Let's watch it all break down again. We have to go frame by frame, guys.
Why did you, when you guys were neighbors, and when you moved here, you DM'd us?
Right.
First of all, hold on 1 sec. Let's just go back. Before the DM happened, I had a full freak out seeing both of you guys outside.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Oh yes, this was quite an
really embarrassing. Now I want to remind you that I've worked at this show for 23 years, and I've I think met every possible celebrity and political figure. Unfazed. I am on a walk. I see you two, and I just became undone. I didn't know what to do. I went, oh, hi, Glennon, Abby, hi. And then I did a thing that I never do, which I identified myself as Jimmy's wife, which was so gross.
I prefer it.
I said, hi, I'm Molly. And then you're like, who the hell's Molly? And I'm Jimmy Kimmel's wife. And I wanted to die.
Look at her. She says, I wanted to die. Look at poor Jimmy Kimmel. I actually feel bad for Jimmy. I should stop picking on him. This is really more about Molly's TDS than Jimmy being weak. We've substantiated that. Look how disgusted she is. Look at Jimmy Kimmel sulking. Look at the other lady, Amanda Doyle, the hot one over there. She's cracking up. Even Abby Wambach is having a good laugh. Glennon is laughing. Jimmy humiliated right here. And Molly, I mean, I believe her. I hate it. I was disgusted. I prefer it. Oh, is that how you feel about me, babe? Wow. This is really humiliating.
I said, hi, I'm Molly. And then you're like, who the hell's Molly? And I'm Jimmy Kimmel's wife. And I wanted to die. And then I said,
and he got a little bit, you see, he fought back a little bit. How dare you? He knows that's so bad. And they're laughing. It's the funniest thing. Even Abby Wambach is putting her tongue out and mocking poor Jimmy Kimmel. I've never seen these ladies laugh so hard. This really is we can do hard things. Yeah, we can laugh really hard at Jimmy Kimmel, apparently. I prefer that.
And I just became undone. I didn't know what to do. I went, oh, hi, Glennon, Abby, hi. And then I did a thing that I never do, which I identified myself as Jimmy's wife, which was so gross.
I prefer it.
I prefer it. Do you prefer that she doesn't take your last name and doesn't want to be called your wife and hates it when she introduces herself as your wife? I mean, this is bad, guys. I don't think Adam Carolla hangs out with Jimmy Kimmel anymore. Man, your wife does not respect you, Jimmy. And that's too bad. I mean, you've accomplished a lot. But you should get a wife who will respect you a little bit.
I said, hi, I'm Molly.
I prefer it. He's not laughing. Look at Jimmy.
I said, hi, I'm Molly. And then you're like, who the hell's Molly? And I'm Jimmy Kimmel's wife. And I wanted to die. And then
Look at that. I wanted to die. Jimmy Kimmel's like, how dare you?
How dare you?
And then I said, I can see your house from my house. Oh, and then I was like, oh, stop talking. And then I came running home to you. And I said, oh my God.
What were you looking at, Jimmy Kimmel? What were you looking at? Were you getting out your binoculars or telescope and looking at what Abby Wambach is doing to Glennon Doyle? Ooh, what are you doing? We should check and see if Jimmy Kimmel has a telescope mounted in his backyard.
And then I said, I can see your house from my house. Oh, and then I was like, oh, stop talking. And then I came running home to you. And I said, Oh my God. I just saw
I made an idiot out of myself.
Glennon and Abby. I made an idiot of myself. You have to fix this. DM them on Twitter or whatever it was. Like I was like, you have to fix this.
Does this seem real? See, I think this is a fabricated story in order to get Jimmy out of some trouble that he got himself into. Because it was really tense. Remember, when she asked about the DM, Jimmy's like, yeah, and everyone was really quiet. Then she interrupts with this story about, oh, well, here's what really happened. I had this weird thing, and I was pretending to be excited to see you, and I didn't know who the heck you were. AB Wambach doesn't look like the same person that played soccer back then. And, I introduced myself as your wife, which, they must be in an open relationship, which I'm disgusted by. I wanted to die, in her own words. And it's like, really? Is this why you DM'd her, Jimmy? That doesn't make any sense.
So he reached out to you. I made him reach out to you guys. I'm like, I've ruined it. I said I could see their house. I was like, I was a disaster.
Hold on. Why would you prefer that the man reaches out to a lesbian couple? Why would you think that would be a better idea? See, something doesn't add up about this, guys. So I told him to reach out. Well, you're the one that's friends with them. Why don't you say, hey, what's up? I'm sorry, I was weird. Why Jimmy Kimmel? See, now I know why Abby Wambach has an eye on Jimmy Kimmel and saying, hey, stay the heck away from my wife, you sleaze.
Oh my God.
Interesting.
Yeah. So then
right in your window.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, did we hear that? She just said, I can see
How was
right
that
through your
bagel this
window.
morning?
I think Jimmy Kimmel was snooping down. I think he was looking down on their house with a telescope, looking through their bedroom and looking what they're doing and trying to take pictures with his phone. That is my theory, and I'm sticking to it based on what we're finding out in this episode.
I was a disaster. Yeah. So then
right in your window.
Yeah, totally.
Look at Jimmy. He's not laughing. I think this is what he got caught with. I think this is what really happened. I think he was looking through the window. He's not really laughing, guys.
How was that bagel this morning? Yeah, and
I never
he
believed that
DM'd you.
Jimmy DM'd us out of just
Now look at Abby Wambach's face. Now we're to the uncomfortable part of the conversation. We're now entering the uncomfortable waters. Molly tried to interrupt with her stupid story to set it up, but Abby is like, let's get to what the DMs actually said.
wanting to get to know us. I just didn't believe that.
No, steady Jimmy was like, I'll fix this. And so he DM'd you guys and you were so nice. So now
Fix what? You didn't fix anything. Why would you fix it? Why do you think Jimmy Kimmel saying I could see through your window, me and my wife obviously have it on our mind? Why would you think Jimmy Kimmel reaching out as the guy, unless you wanted to set up a little bit, doing some sick stuff? That's the way I see it. I think they're all into sick stuff, these guys.
And so he DM'd you guys and you were so nice. So now take it from there. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I needed to give you the backstory in the DM.
No, I'm
it
so
up.
glad. Okay, so that makes sense. So then Jimmy DM'd us and he said, and I hope I'm getting this right, but he said,
You are.
right?
Whoa! Did you guys pick up on that? Abby is not happy right now. You are. That is a very serious look. Keep an eye on Jimmy and Molly. Again, there's a lot of eyes you got to be keeping on. This is really uncomfortable.
Glad. Okay, so that makes sense. So then Jimmy DM'd us and he said, and I hope I'm getting this right, but he said,
You are.
right? He said, hey, it's Jimmy Kimmel.
We could look it up for sure.
For sure we could. It's Jimmy Kimmel. We're your new neighbors. So we can find you. Can you hang a purple sheet outside of your door? Which was weird, but
Guys, what is going on here? Can you hang a purple sheet outside your door? Okay, I need everybody to get off this video and start Googling around and tell me in the comments what this means. I think it means swingers or some sort of degenerate sort of stuff. I really do. That is a weird request. Most people do not have purple sheets of paper or of bedding sheets. So I want to know, What does this mean, guys? Is this an invitation for a lesbian couple to invite over a pervy guy to kind of, everybody dominate him? I don't know. But my theory, guys, is that Jimmy Kimmel is into S&M and he likes to get dominated by his wife, who is a dominatrix, allegedly, in my head. I think they're wondering if the other family, if Abby Wambach's family, is down. I think Jimmy, if he was wise, would be trying to bring the other one in if he was doing that. I don't know. He's not very wise. He's kind of dumb. Jimmy reached out, told her to put a purple sheet on her door. Nobody I know has a purple sheet ready to go to start putting stuff on doors. I don't even know what that means. What are they up to? Tell me in the comments, please.
We're your new neighbors. So we can find you. Can you hang a purple sheet outside of your door? Which was weird, but we had just moved to LA. Everything was weird. Okay, I had people sending me their dietary restrictions, coming to my house. I wasn't even going to feed them. I had people
See, she's downplaying something. This is something way sicker than dietary restrictions. I looked it up. ChatGPT didn't have a clue. I think ChatGPT is probably in on the conspiracy, right, guys? I mean, if we're being honest. What does purple sheet mean in sick Hollywood circles with Jimmy Kimmel involved? Oh, we have no idea anything about that. Oh, no, don't ask us. We're just Freemasons over here trying to hide everything.
Yeah.
This is why the crowd back in St. Louis won't vote for.
Right. Totally.
This is
Dietary
exactly what they
restrictions.
expect.
Totally.
No, not dietary restrictions. Purple sheet requests outside of doors so I can find you. They're downplaying something, guys, that is way more serious.
Lives there, so you have to put out a purple sheet. Right.
Yeah. It's devil. That'll keep
Yes,
them
Jimmy,
away.
you need to explain.
Oh, look at that. Keep the devil away with purple sheets, huh? Or maybe you invite the devil in. Maybe you invite the degeneracy in. I think that's what was going on. Interesting. They brought the devil in. That's who they serve. Interesting. She's sitting on a Bible. He's putting a purple sheet on the door to keep the devil away. No, it's the opposite. We know what you're up to.
The devil lives there, so you have to.
Totally.
The devil lives there, so you have to put out a purple sheet. Right.
Yeah. It's devil. That'll
Yeah.
Why are you itching your head all of a sudden when we talk about the devil living somewhere in the purple sheets? Jimmy Kimmel?
The devil lives there, so you have to put out a purple sheet. Right.
Yeah. It's devil. That'll keep
Yes,
them
Jimmy,
away.
you need to explain.
That'll keep him away. Now she's going to say, Jimmy, you need to explain yourself. And also look at Abby Wambach. She's also itching the back of her head. Everyone's head got itchy at the same time when they brought up Satan, keeping Satan away.
I had people just things were happening that were weird. So I just thought,
Yeah.
This is why the crowd back in St. Louis won't vote for.
Yeah.
exactly.
Right. Totally.
This is
Dietary
exactly what they
restrictions.
expect.
Totally.
The devil lives there, so you have to put out a purple sheet. Right.
Yeah. It's devil. That'll keep
Yes,
them
Jimmy,
away.
you need to explain yourself.
I was just joking. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I know I was joking. And also, our view of your house is not of your front door. It's from the back of your house. So when you then did indeed hang out, which I didn't know until you told me, we didn't even see it, and it must have made it even more confusing.
How weird for them.
What? This doesn't make any sense. So he says, I want you to hang a purple sheet outside your door. She does it, but it's not the door that he told her he wanted to see. So she must have hung it on her front door, which meant she was down. Jimmy Kimmel's pretending maybe he didn't pick up on that signal. So we got to get in that. We got to strike while the iron's hot. Wow. We got to break this down. I think I'm missing a lot of subtle signals. If you guys see anything else, leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments. I need to know what you think.
I will also add, while we're embarrassing Molly, that
Oh, no.
I have suggested that we invite you over for dinner about 40 times, and each time she's not ready for it. And finally, on the 4th of July, I think.
Jimmy Kimmel is inviting them over 40 times. This is how hard up he is. He needs cookies. 40 times. And guess what she said? I'm not ready for it. Ready for what? What are you ready for? All you're going to do is put some food in your mouth and have your private chef cook stuff and eat it in the company of people. What are you not ready for exactly? Whoo! This is why I think their show is down. I think she knows we said way too much about what we're up to. You guys said the purple sheet. How dare you say about the purple sheet? Now everyone's going to know about the purple sheet. We have to change the lingo and everything. First it was the pizza. Then it was all the other words. We had to use all the code words. Then and Podesta emails came out. And they were talking about the pizza, so we can't say pizza. Now it's purple sheets, I guess, maybe. Woo! Purple sheet gate has officially started.
Also, our view of your house is not of your front doors, from the back of your house. So when you then did indeed hang out, which I didn't know until you told me, we didn't even see it, and it must have made it even more confusing.
How weird for them.
I will also add, while we're embarrassing Molly, that
Oh, no.
I have suggested that we invite you over for dinner.
Why did you tell her to hang a purple sheet on her door if you can't even see a door? I think he was looking with a telescope into their bedroom. I'm telling you guys. It was something sick, and he just got caught. This story doesn't make sense. Hanging a purple sheet if you're down. She hangs the purple sheet on her door. Jimmy wasn't looking at the door. He wanted to hang it on a door that they can't see from the backyard. Jimmy, something doesn't make sense. And why did Glennon have a purple sheet ready to go? I guess we'll find out in the comments.
I have suggested that we invite you over for dinner about 40 times, and each time she's not ready for it. And then finally on the 4th of July, I think I caught her at a weak moment.
Yeah,
and,
it's for America.
Yeah, it was like each time it was like like the house wasn't clean enough, or there was some reason why it couldn't happen. Yeah.
He's right. I never want to, you know what it is? I never want to put people out. I know.
Put people out? Oh, man. I mean, I really think that we're seeing what actually happened here. And it's very swinger related and very weird.
I know how busy you guys are, and I can only imagine the amount of invitations and stuff you get. And I also hear, Glennon, you talk a lot sometimes about you don't like to do stuff. And I was like, I don't ever
do what? Do what? Be specific.
ever want to make them feel like they have to do something to be our.
Do what? This is where they're hiding it. This is why they probably cancel or postpone their show. This was the disturbance in their life. Do what exactly, Molly? As she looks at Jimmy like he's a little baby, like he's her little boy that she has no respect for. The beta in her life.
Our friends. So
is he holding her hand? Guys, I think he's holding her hand. I think this is a very sore subject for them. This is a very sore subject. I think Jimmy was. I don't know.
I know how busy you guys are, and I can only imagine the amount of invitations and stuff you get. And I also hear, Glennon, you talk a lot sometimes about you don't like to do stuff. And I was like, I don't ever want to make them feel like they have to do something to be our friends. So I try to keep the asks at a minimum.
Yeah, it's not really an ask; it's an invitation.
Yeah, that's different. That's not an ask. Like an ask is like, hey.
So it's not an ask to say bring over the gimp suit. Is that not an ask? We're just asking questions because I'm looking at this and I'm just like, what are we talking about, guys? What are we talking about? Are we talking about dinner? Because it doesn't really seem like you have to do stuff and everything.
Hey, I have this thing, a buddy of mine, he wants it signed. Like, that's an ask, which, by the way, we'll never do.
Molly, I understand so much.
But, like,
I always
come over for dinner is different.
No, I get it. I feel so stressed to invite people over. I always feel like I should treat people how I want to be treated, so I should just never talk to them. I should just, the more I like them, the more I should definitely not ever contact them.
It sounds like just Abby and I should have dinner.
Yeah.
Probably.
We'll leave it at that.
Probably.
Well, you two can cook.
Whoa! She said probably. I think Abby is gonna put a stop to whatever funny business Glennon and Kimmel had in mind. He's gonna make it a bro thing. It wasn't supposed to be a bro thing. I think there's an affinity between Molly and Glennon. I think Abby's annoyed by that. I think Jimmy's trying to set it up, maybe. Tell me what you think in the comments, but wow. Abby does not seem entertained by this.
I feel so stressed to invite people over. The more I like them, the more I should definitely not ever contact them.
It sounds like just Abby and I should have dinner.
Yeah.
Probably.
We'll leave it at that.
Probably.
Well, you two can
Probably.
cook too, so you guys can have a nice meal.
Well, we did go to your house on the 4th of July. Good.
I had every single piece of meat you cooked.
I made
ate
ribs as well, I think.
That
and,
makes me so happy.
every single thing.
Jimmy is an incredible host.
Wow.
He really is.
The
He's
4th of July is my favorite holiday, too, so I like to really go big on the 4th of July.
yeah, and including the attire.
Yes,
yeah,
and the
attire's
attire.
great.
He loves a tank top.
Who doesn't love a tank
I
top?
don't love tank tops. I just like wearing them because they drive you crazy.
Yeah, an American flag
Yeah.
tank top. So hot.
That's what she thought she was getting with this deal.
Yeah.
Wow, she is not attracted to you, Jimmy Kimmel. I'm telling you, just by looking at the body language, I don't know what kind of relationship this is, but she doesn't seem to respect you at all. She seems disgusted by your arms. She seems like she's not really into you. 4th of July is your favorite holiday. You can't even wear a tank top without your wife saying, so hot, disgusting.
Go big on the 4th of July.
Yeah, and including the attire.
Yes,
the
and the
attire's
Look at her
great.
face.
He loves a tank top.
Who doesn't love a tank top?
I don't love tank tops. I just like wearing them because they drive you crazy.
Yeah, an American flag
Yeah.
tank top. So hot.
That's what she thought she was getting with this deal.
Yeah.
Jimmy, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good for Jimmy Kimmel in that relationship. Well, I think we dug into that one enough. I need to know what you guys think because we need to find out what does the purple sheet on the door mean? Why was Jimmy DMing Glennon about this? Why didn't he DM Abby Wambach? Right? Why did he go for Glennon? Was Molly's story fake? Did she just make this whole thing up? Was Jimmy trying to set up some sort of swinger thing? And yeah, we really need to know what the purple sheet means and any other coded language that you might have discovered because it was a lot to take in. They're talking about the meats at the 4th of July thing, and it just it makes you stop and say, okay, do you guys mean the same thing by meats when we say meats? And remember, this is the We Can Do Hard Things podcast. So I guess maybe if they're inviting Jimmy Kimmel in his gimp suit, and I guess they are doing hard things. I mean, technically. Anyway, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.